print server. For the print server, first of all, what we have to do? On the server computer, we have to install the printer. So go to start, then programs, and then what? Then settings, and then net printer and faxes. Start setting printer and faxes. First of all, we have to install that printer on the server computer. Then we have to share it. So just click on the printer and faxes. This window is going to be open. Already HP is there. I'm going to delete it. Now we want to add. The first of all, that what we have to do, what? Add a printer. So click on the add a printer. A window is going to be opened. Welcome visit. From here select what? From here select next. Now there are two options. Local printer attached to this computer. So the computer is attached with this computer. On the server we want to install it. So we have to select the first option. Local printer attached to this computer. But if we are going to install it on the other computer, so what we have to do? The second option, that is what? That is a network printer. A network printer or a printer attached to what? Attached to another computer. That has been attached to another computer. So on the client side we have to select the second option. But on the server side we have to select the first option. A printer attached to what? Local printer attached to this computer. But on the client side we have to select what? A network printer or a printer attached to another computer. Is it clear? So on the server side we have to select. We are going to install it on the server computer. So we have to select the first option. Local printer attached to this computer. Like these are attached and these are installable. So select the first option and then click next. Here we'll search for the printers and then it will give you a list of printers. HP, ASUS. Next case, the first option, that is what? Use the following port. LPT. LPT means local port. Chicken port so printer full computers are attached they port this port is called what? This is called LPT, local port. Here we RJ45 port, RJ11 port, USB port. Chicken printer chita so full computers are connected with the local port. So the local port. Select it and then next. From here it will give you the printer's name. ECFA, ASUS, LaserJet. These are what? These are the printer name. You can select any one of them. I'm using which one for you? I'm using HP. Select HP and then these are the models. Which one model you are using? HP 2000, HP 2020, 500, 1020, 1010. So these are the models. Select any one model from here. Then I'm using HP and this one model I'm using. That has been attached to my computer and I'm going to install it. So select the printer name and then select the model for your printer. Then click next. Here what? Keep the existing drivers. Normally when you are going to, in Windows XP, when you are going to install, when you are going to plug in a new hardware into your computer, so the driver is going to be installed automatically. Means Windows XP is what? That is called plug and play. Plug and play. Plug and play. Plug and play means if you are using anything, if you are attaching any new hardware, so that is what? That is going to be installed automatically. Means if you are using Windows 98, then must be Windows 98 Windows 98. Windows 98 total the 102 or 104 files na joda. Windows XP. Windows XP. About what? About 5,700 something files are there. The DOD issued 5,700 and they are just 102, 104 files. So they support come. When you are having a USB and you are going to plug in Windows 98, so it will ask about the drivers. You have to install the drivers from the CD or you have to download it from the internet and then going to install it. Otherwise USB is not going to be installed on that computer. Otherwise USB not recognize message or go. Only support come. If you are going to what? If you are using fax modem for internet and you are going to install it or plug in Windows 98 in your computer, so that is going to be what? It will ask about the drivers. You have to install the drivers for the fax modem as well. If you are using TV card, internal or external, you are going to use what? Which one operating system? Windows 98 we are using. And you want to what? You want to install TV card. So what we have to do? We have to install the drivers for that TV card. Driver मतलब so the TV ना दरी laptop ना या दरी मुंगसर core के फायदा में LCD दे या मुंगसर monitor दे अगर नज़र दो cable कार में कसल वालम cables program में पिकतल वालम लगे दबार internal या external TV card लगी या for example for the graphics or for the games we have to install what 3D card वो install हो मतलब just like in Windows 98 3D card the graphics zapari, games zapari. Yeah, TV card भी मुंसरा. Yeah, मुंसर for example USB mun use to. Yeah, USB ने इलावा fax modem. So these are what? These are hardware. These are what? These are hardwares. When are going to plug in Windows 98, so it will ask about what? It will ask about the drivers. These are parabata khamakha the CD driver installable, and then on the next boot it will work. But in Windows 9 XP, when are going to plug in USB, the we plug and play. Your new device is installed and ready to use. Chisange mungula gumta da message raki. Why? Support is there. The 5705. They get the support of Chavale. Cherakala so USB lagi, no, automatically chetaga. So fax modem if you are going to install, if you are going to plug in fax modem in Windows XP, so it will just ask about reboot. Just one time restart your computer fax modem. If you want to install 3D card or TV card in your computer and you are using a Windows XP operating system, so it will just about, yeah, it will give you the message your new hardware is installed and ready to use, or just for a single time you have to restart your computer. You don't have to install the driver. So just like it, fax modem or printer, if you want to install it in your computer and that you are using Windows XP operating system or Windows Server, so it will just ask about what? For a single restart, or at the same time it's going to take it up. Means plug and play devices. So that's called plug and play. When you are going to plug, it's automatically used to a play. Means it's going to install it and ready to use. So these are called plug and play. So for example, I have attached a new printer to my computer and I want to install the drivers. So recommended, we have to select what? Recommended. Then select what? The next option. Okay, the next option, that is what? Printer name. So if you want to give him any name, by default the printer name is what? HP, and the model is what? Model is 2000. So you can select the printer name. Then click next. If you want to share it, do not share this printer. Do not share this printer. But if you want to share it, so select share and then share name. Share name can be what? Kardan share printer, Kardan admission printer, yada chikam password body. Then click next. Location. Location, for example, I am going to mention Kardan admission office. Admission office examination section chikam jagita sorkul word. Comments are not necessary. Then click next. Do you want to print a test page just for the testing purposes whether the printer has been installed or not? So if you want to, so yes, or otherwise no. And then next, and then finish. Now the printer has been installed on the server computer. This is what? Windows Server 2003. So we have just installed it on the server. But how to access it on the client computer? Now what to do? For example, I am going to what? I am going to go towards Start Program Administrator and from there select Admin Active Directory User and Computers. I am going to create 2 or 3 users. Right click and I'm going to create a new user with the name of, for example, Jawad. Next, assign a password. Next and finish. This is a single user. Again right click, new, and then I'm going to create another user with the name of Haris. Next and finish. Now these 2 users we have created. What is Haris and the second one is that is what? Jawad. Now close it and go to what? To the next client computer. Now this is client computer. First of all, log off from this computer. I'm going to log in with that user. One is Haris and the second one is Jawad. Now select Windows XP Alt Control Delete. In here type the username, that is Haris 111, and assign the password and next. Now that printer that we have installed on the server operating system, we want to access it. We want to access that printer that has been installed on the server computer, and that is what? That is already shared. So how to access it? Just go to what? Go to Start, Run, // and the IP address of that server operating system is what? 10.0.0.1. Means just check it out, the IP address of this computer. Server, double click and support, and the IP address is what? Manually configure 10.0.0.1. So how to access it? On the client side, just go to Start, Run, // 10.0.0.1. Click on the OK button. Guri Altachissa shared the HP 2000C available here because we have installed and shared it. Now what to do? Just right click and from there select what? Connect. That automatically connect. The second method, how to access it? Again the same method. Start, then settings, printer and faxes. What to do? Select the top left option, that is add a printer. Click next. Now what we have to do, the first option is already disabled because that is what a printer is attached to the server operating system. So the printer, local printer attached to this computer is disabled. So but we have to select a network printer or a printer attached to what? Attached to another computer. We are on the client side and we want to access this printer that has been installed on the other computer. So we have to select the second option, a network printer or a printer attached to another computer. So select this option and then next. Here it asks about that what is the computer name and what is the printer name that has been shared and installed on the other computer. So select the second option. Connect to what? Connect to this printer. Which one printer? Select it. Just double backslash the computer name on which the server has the printer has been installed. So the computer name is what? Server. And what is the printer name? So just put a single backslash. The printer name automatically like a server bani the printer shared. So double backslash the server name and then backslash automatically the printer name rashi. Just select it and then next and finish. Now go to printer that them installed. That is what? That is on server. On server. Is it clear? If you are having another computer, for example, I'm using the second client. This is the second client used with another user, that is what Jawad. Okay, Jawad assign the password and from here select the domain name. Domain is what? Kabul.com. Domain was select we can on this computer should be a local. For domain login key on this. Domain name selected. Now this is the second client. On this client, we again want to access the shared printer. So what to do? The same method, double backslash that server name. So the shared printer will be available there. Right or connect or go to what? Go to start settings, printer and faxes, and from there select it. Now for example, again go to what? Start and then run. And run double backslash the server name. And from there, if the network is connected, so that share file of that shared printer will be available as well here. The printer again available here. What to do? Right click and then connect. Or the second method is what? Again go to what? Start. From there select what? Printer and faxes. Click on the button. Select add a printer. Select next. Then a network printer or a printer attached to another computer that is installed on the server computer. Next, select connect to this printer. Which one printer? Double backslash the computer name on which the server is the printer is shared. So double backslash server and then backslash go to the printer name automatically. Just select it and from there next and then finish. Now the printer has been installed on this computer as well. Now, for example, open Notepad or MS Word here and going to write anything. Just write, and when you are going to click on the print button, so automatically HP 2000 security automatically selected. Click on the print button. Now you are on the client side on any one of these computers. When you are going to click print, so that page is going to be printed on this computer, on this printer. Who should be? So this is called what? This is called print server. Is it clear? That's called what? That's called print server.